parent favoring one child, very good at what you do. She goes outside and then hires another person, another makeup. I don't think people talk enough about the roles parents play in destroying relationship between their children and between siblings. You hear people wake up and talk about, how their children don't relate very well with each other, or how they don't cooperate, they don't call each other, they don't mingle, they don't visit each other. But we don't talk about the roles the parents play in breaking the relationship between their children. So they don't just wake up one day and decide to resent each other or not talk to each other or break the relationship they have with each other. It's just a built-up resentment that has been as a result of parents favoring one child by unfair treatment or unfair discipline. Eventually, when they grow up, they resent each other. Okay, let me give you a backup story to this. Imagine you, a professional makeup artist and also a baker, and your sister is planning a wedding, knowing fully well that you're very good at what you do, like you're very, very good at your makeup job and then other professional services that you render. But she decides not to hire you for the event or talk to you about it. She goes outside and then hires another person, another makeup artist and another baker for the event. She started hearing stories about how this person she hired is not okay, is not professional, doesn't meet up with expectations, and eventually she gets disappointed by this person 3 days to the wedding. She comes back to her sister and start talking to her sister about it, telling her sister, okay, please, can you help me bake? Can you help me do my makeup? The sister, being who she is, agrees to help her out, but with a fee. You have to pay for the services I'm going to render to you. This is an urgent work. Imagine 3 days to this wedding. This is an urgent work that I have to do. So you have to pay me for this urgent work that I'm about to render to you. So this sister started crying out that, why will you do this to me? You're my sister. Why will you charge me? She started crying and complaining to the parents. And then the parents turns to this sister and start shouting at her, calling her wicked, your wicked sister, blah, 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 blah. Why do you want to treat your sister this way? Why do you want to charge her? Why do you want to collect money from her, knowing that, she's been disappointed and she's turning up to you? It's almost 3 days to her wedding. You don't want to do this for her. Which brings me to this question I'm about to ask now. Who were these family members and her parents when this so-called sister chose to hire a stranger for the services, for the baking and then the makeup artist? This is a real life problem and a real life issues, and many more of parents not doing what they are supposed to do to their children and for their children. So today we'll be talking about silent damages of favoritism in marriage. Let's get right into it. You're welcome back to my channel. This is Mira Asia, and you're welcome to another sit-down video of Mira Asia. Today is not really about cake and makeups and all that. It's about parents expecting more from one child than the other. Or you hear things like, you are the older one, you should understand more. She's your sister, why don't you understand your sister? Or why don't you understand how your sister behave and how your brother behave and how she does this or does that? You will hear a lot of excuses from parents protecting one child and then disregarding another child. And this happens sometimes consciously or subconsciously, or when a child or a parent loves one child more than he or she loves the other child. I never knew this was a thing, and I pray that God helps me not to be that kind of parent that, loves one child or the other. I used to ask this question: is it possible for a parent or a mother or a father to love his or her children equally? Or is there a situation whereby you will love one child more than you love the other child? Please do wait to comment in the comment section. I want to hear people's opinions. My mom, I'm going to use my mom as an example. My mom gave me this belief that you can love all your children equally. If me and my siblings, we have problem or we have issues and we come to our mom to complain, the way she's going to resolve that issue, she will make sure that you don't have any form of resentment against your sibling. Even if you feel like you are the person right, she will calm you down and she will make sure that you don't have any form of resentment or anger towards your sibling. She will make sure to be very, very equal with her judgment. She does that. But growing up, I've noticed that not all parents are like that. Let's move over to this movie, this Monica movie of a thing. I believe a lot of people have seen this movie, or maybe one fraction of people around the world have seen this movie. This movie called Monica. The reason why a lot of people resonate more with it These are real life issues. These are realities in many African homes. This happened in various African homes. So Monica sacrifices her education, dreams, her times, her opportunities, just so her siblings could be better than she is. In the midst of all of this, her sacrifice becomes like an expected kind of sacrifice. You are expected to do this. This is what you should do. This is Monica's responsibility. This is what you are meant to do. They benefit from her sacrifices, yet looking down at her. And in this case or scenario, the parents, the mom most especially, does not correct this impression. The mother keeps placing more heavier responsibilities on her as the day goes by. She eventually errs or maybe tries to like stand up for herself. She'll be termed wicked by her mother. Monica, you are very, very wicked though. Whenever she just tries to stand up for herself, her mom puts her down. It keeps getting worse and worse and worse. So these are the realities of many African homes. Some families, there's this person we call like the responsible child that is responsible. More responsibilities or more burdens are placed on you. And suddenly, when there is an emergency in the family, you are the one that is being called upon. When you don't do it, you are seen as wicked. There is this child like that does more of house choices. It happens more between male and female children in a family, where the house choice, the cooking, the cleaning, the going to the market and everything, the washing, every single thing is being done by the ladies in the house, the female, the girls in the house, because, this impression, girls are expected to be the keeper of the house. You guys are, how are you going to do this in your husband's house if you don't do it now? Then neglecting the boy child. The boy child doesn't wash plates because they don't wash plates. The boy child doesn't cook because men, they don't cook. This burden is being placed on the female. I think that the way you are training this child should also be the way you are training, in as much as children have like their different personalities, and the way you handle this child is different from the way you handle this child. Make sure that you are handling each and everyone in a kind of way that when they are independent, they can live independently without like needing much more of help from another person. To this, in a family, there's this person that always forms lazy. I'm so tired, I don't want to do this. And then the other person ends up doing more. Weaponized incompetency. Yes, that's the word. There's this weaponized incompetency. If a child is trying to form weaponized incompetency, make sure he or she is the person that is even doing it more, so that this person will learn more than the other. Make sure you balance it very, very well. When you realize that this is what this person is trying to present to you, know how to handle it very, very well, so that they don't end up, hating each other. Let's talk about comparing children. When parents compare their children with each other, can't teach you the way she's doing well. Oh, look at your sister, she is doing well in class more than you. When you constantly compare your children, thinking inside their mind, oh, mommy thinks I'm dumb, my sister is smarter than me. And at the end of the day, they will, instead of celebrating each other's wins, they will start competing with each other. You will start complaining, oh, I think my children hate each other, they don't relate well, but they're not knowing fully well that you are the person that put them in that situation they are into. So as parents, I feel like we should check ourselves, okay? Ask your children questions. Do you feel I'm being like partial? Listen to your children. Sometimes children complain, see how to resolve all these things before it's too late. There's no preferential treatment. Even if you like one child more than you like the other child, which I pray not to be that kind of mom. I don't know. That's my daily prayer, to love my children very equally, like to give them equal love. Even if you feel like you love one child more than you love the other person, don't show it. Don't show favoritism. When you come to a family, they'll be like, oh, daddy loves this person. Oh, this is daddy's favorite. This is mommy's favorite. And then the middle child, that's why there's this joke about the middle child being non-existent, because the eldest may be the father's favorite and the last born may be the mom's favorite. So then the middle child becomes neglected. So good parents doesn't really make everyone happy, because rather you ask questions before you place your judgment. Don't take sides because one person starts crying. Make sure that they account for whatever thing that is going wrong. They talk, communicate with your children, talk with them before placing judgment. Make sure you give your children an environment where they cooperate with each other, where they're always there for each other. When the strength of this person is down, the other person that is more stronger in that aspect will help and then pull a person up. This is what we have for today. And do you think parents, they create rival or make siblings compete with each other, or Or do you think siblings, you are responsible for the way you build your own relationship? It doesn't depend on your parents. It's none of your parents' business. It is just meant for you guys to like figure it out. Or do you think parents are responsible for the kind of relationship that their children implement, or the siblings like develop? Okay, do it to comment. Okay, thank you so much. See you guys in my next video. Do it to like, comment, and share. Bye.